Well, if he was making a serious point, then he shouldn't have used such flippant and insulting language to conflate that deep and ancient connection with land that the First Peoples of this nation have with, I don't know, somebody wanting to make a sea change or a tree change. It just really reveals how little he understands that deep spiritual connection. And the heartbreaking thing is not only is this guy our Prime Minister, but he's also the Minister for Indigenous Affairs. And he has said that he wants to be the Prime Minister for Aboriginal Affairs. And this is the kind of stuff that he comes out with. You know, yes, he was talking about a serious policy area, but the fact that he dealt with it in such a flippant and offhand way is a real insight into his lack of understanding of that deep connection to land. And I mean, he's offended even his two most trusted Indigenous advisors, Warren Mundine and Noel Pearson, have come out criticising Tony Abbott, and that's not something that they do lightly, I'm sure. I mean, I think he's become untenable as our Indigenous Affairs Minister. So much for the Prime Minister for Aboriginal Affairs.
Now, your Senate colleague, Greens Senate colleague, Rachel Seward, has described his comments as being unbelievably racist. Do you endorse that sentiment?
Yeah, look, I do. Once again, I think that it really demonstrates that Mr Abbott has fundamentally missed why it's so important for Indigenous Australians to stay on the land. I mean, this is the basis for our whole native title system. It's that connection to land, that connection to culture. And Tony Abbott is somehow saying, oh, it's too expensive to keep Aboriginals on their land. This was their land. It is still their land. You can't simply forcibly remove people because it costs a bit to keep them there. I mean, this is like, does he want a second wave of dispossession? Have we not done enough damage to the First Peoples of this nation already? I think these comments will really send shockwaves through Indigenous communities, and the Prime Minister, at the very least, needs to apologise and retract those comments.